Yesterday we had the two girls in blue and orange who had the same IQ, but their profiles couldn't have been more different. These jagged profiles that document here, instead of IQ in different domains, it's physical dimensions. And I mean, you can just look at them and see they're both very different. However, using these dimensions, they're both average. They're the same size. This is the problem with averages. It doesn't identify anyone. And this book starts out with such a great story. It's the late 1940s, and the military has jets now, rather than just propeller-driven planes, and pilots are crashing these jets into the ground at an alarming rate. And after looking into everything, these are highly trained people. What is wrong? And the cockpits are all designed around an average individual. But this all happened in the 20s. And in the 1920s, they measured 100 men. And they took the averages and built the cockpit around those 100 men. Well, this time, they didn't just do 100. They did over 4,000. So in 1950, one individual had data from over 4,000 pilots, like I said, and he calculated the 10 physical dimensions he believed would be relevant for the cockpit redesign, and looked for the average pilot within 30% of the middle of the range. So out of 4,063 pilots, how many of them were average? And the answer, if you're paying attention, shouldn't surprise you. 0. Not one. Every single individual, even though these pilots, think back, 1950s, what did these pilots look like? Were they really short? Were they really tall? Were they very large? No. They were all kind of average, right? Because they had to fit in the cockpit. Well, that was the problem. And when the Air Force or the military told the defense contractors to do something about it, they'd have to change the cockpit. They threw up their hands and said, no way, this is ridiculous. And the military wouldn't budge. And you know what the outcome was? Well, if you get in any car, you can adjust the steering wheel, the seat, the distance, how you lean back. We have adjustable cockpits in our car, just like the pilots have adjustable cockpits, so it fits them. That's how they solved this problem. And yet, school, it's built around the average student. Think about it. And think about how wrong that is.